In this video we are going to work a little bit more on the details on the cross we made earlier, and we are going to add a little bit more details on top and inside of the object. So let's come back to this thing here. In this I just want to make it fairly easy. I'm going to insert that. I'm going to just extrude it down. Obviously do it on all of them. So take that, scale it down. And on top of that I just want to add some type of cylinder again. 64 vertices is enough. Way too much for this detail, but we are nice and consistent in this way. So I'm going to put that here, duplicate that, put it on the other side. Scale it maybe a little bit more down by the exclusion of the Z-axis. And now we can just go inside and rotate that maybe. So we have to take this here, cursor to selected. Now I can take that again and go to 3D cursor. Now I can duplicate that, rotate it in the right way, but yeah, we are not in the right way. So make it manually maybe. And that's it for this detail maybe. We can do something else maybe in here, just to make a little bit more variation of it and not to make it too boring. So insert that, go to individual origin and just insert that again. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to add here some other loop cuts. For now I'm just trying something, if it's looking good or not. Yeah, it's looking okay. I'm going to leave that like that. But yeah, we are good to go here. Obviously we have just to add a mirror modifier on that. Add mirror modifier on the Z-axis and on the Y-axis, on the Z-axis. But we can't really do that because we aren't in the middle of the word. So cursor to word origin, and with that we can just origin to 3D cursor, and we're good to go here. Alright, this detail is good to go. We are going to the next area. I just want to adjust a little bit this area here. For that I just want to take this object here and go to the isolate view. And in here I just want to round a little bit here the corners. So to do that, let's look about an area we can just, an angle we can just take the whole stuff here. So maybe this angle here, it's going to be good. Alright, we have now all the corners, and with that we can just bevel that with Command B. And I just want to make it a little bit rounder. So about 6 segments, and like that. It's a little bit better. Alright, now we have the problem. No, the problem is resolved here, but we can just adjust that. So I just want to add additional detail on that. So to do that I simply, let's see, I'm going to take this here. So I think I'm going to put that a little bit more inside because we are a little bit too outside. To do that we can just select here this part, take this faces, so we are right in the middle, cursor to selected, and now we can take this here and select all, go to individual origins and scale them inside. So I just want to redo this quick because I just want to add additional details on that. I'm going to select here one of them, make a no separation of it, and with that we're going just to adjust this a little bit more. So I'm going to take this face here, and with normal I'm going to extrude that, but I'm going to cancel the extrusion. I'm going to take this face here, I'm going to extrude it, cancel extrusion, And I just want this part here. As active and go to active element. And with that we can just rotate that on, let me see, the y-axis. So rotate y by 90. I think 90 is a little bit too much. Yeah, 90 is a little bit too much. 45. So same thing here. Select this here. Extrude, cancel extrusion. I want to rotate on this point. On the y-axis, rotate it y 45 degrees. Select both. And now we can just extrude it up like that on this point. I think we have totally flat, that's fine. So then I'm going to select here this point, extrude, cancel extrusion, and rotate on the y again by minus 45. And now we can just extrude it a little bit more outside. So like that. I think this point is good. So let's see. I think this is a little bit too much, so I'm going just to delete that. And don't forget to go with that down. So we have nice even spacing here. And I just want to have here a straight line going up. Here the same. And I just want to be here straight like that. But I think, yeah, we have just to adjust here this point. So just take that, put it here, take that, put it here. And we are a little bit, no, it's looking fine. So you can always go here with that and take it a little bit outside, but it's looking fine. Same thing here. And it's looking a little bit better. So I just want to be, I think we are just a little bit too outside. So I'm going to select all the faces here, up here. And with that, with normal selected, you can just go inside a little bit more. Like that. So we have to go maybe a little bit more up with that, with these points here. So we are even on this point. Here we want to be flat, and on the other side I just want to be flat, like that. And we're good here. So then I just want to add here another ring. So I'm going to add here a loop cut. So maybe on, no, I'm going to bevel that, it's better. So like that. I'm going to duplicate that. So we have now a separation of it. Go a little bit inside, extrude it up. Then I just select that. I'm going to bevel it, so I have some spacing here. And now I just want to add on these points, so some holding thing stuff going on here. So I'm going just to select here the front faces, go back to individual origins. I'm going to extrude that inside of this object. So we can just take the faces up here, extrude them up. So like that, take here the edge, and with that you can just go outside or move them just up like that. That's looking better if we just do that. Alright, here we have some problems. I'm going just to dissolve here the edges. Let's see what we can do here. I think we don't need that, so I'm going just to delete this. And now we have just to be straight on that. So take this two. Here we are, good. So I just need the one to assign one better. So we have to go a little bit up with that. Go into the vertex select mode, press SC0 to flatten that. And then with the vertex snapping tool, you can just go up here. So same thing here. So we are all the way straight on that. What's going on behind here or down here, it doesn't matter, because we just need here this stuff going on in the front and on top. So here we have the problem. So let's see. Yeah, it's different a little bit. Something is odd here. So that's, okay, that's the top. It's just a little bit wrong here. Okay, that was the wrong one. Going to undo the quick. So we need just to just that to put it down so we have it on the right area. So we have to go a little bit more maybe. If you can't really see the difference in the shading, you can go to the studio light here and then you can just turn a little bit, and here you see the problem in the shading. So I just want to prevent that. So we have to go a little bit more up and we are good to go now. Alright, so let's redo our clay shading, and we have just to put the other thing, the other side on top of that, and we are good on both. Alright, the shading is good, the detail is looking good so far. Now we just adjust that on the other 4, so on the other 3, I rather say. I'm going to delete the whole stuff here, and we can just add here a array modifier. Let's try that for now. We're going to add 3 more segments, and we have to go to factor x on 0 and we have to go to y on 1. But you see we're going to go into the wrong area. I have to need 4, so we have to go to minus, and let's stay right in the middle. I'm going to adjust it on this point here. So let's see, we have to go a little bit more. So I think that's looking good. Let's see how it's looking here. Here it's not looking good, so we have just to go a little bit more. Alright, I think it's looking fine now. So we have this detail, and with that we can just apply the array modifier and we can just begin to mirror it on the other side. So take all, make sure you're just right in the middle here. So let's bring it back to the middle, just select these 2 points, but I think we are just in the middle. Yeah, slightly. So select all, duplicate that, go to 3D cursor and just rotate it by 180 degrees. And we should be fine on that. Yes, I think that's good. Alright, now comes the tricky part. So we have just to rotate it to the other part. So I'm going to just duplicate it again, rotate it by 60. And you see we are a little bit off here, so we have just to do this manually on that. So let's go into the right view. And you can see we are a little bit off with the rotation here, but we are good on this one, so yeah, we have to adjust it a little bit more here. Alright, done this, go back to global, go back to 3D cursor, duplicate that by 60. And now we have to do here the same thing. So I'm going back to medium point, normal, and so we have just to rotate that first a little bit on the x-axis. Then we have to go a little bit inside, down, and do a little bit of manual adjustments here. So we have a problem on this rotation. Alright, so now the last things here, I'm going to select this both, go back to global, go back to 3D cursor, duplicate it, rotate it by 180 degrees, and now we should be here fairly good. So let's see, maybe some major adjustment we have to do here. I'm going to take that separately, so we can just do that a little bit better. So we have just rotated on the z-axis a little bit. Good, we're good to go here. Go back to your view and we have done this little detail. Alright guys, we are done with this video. In the next one we are going to refine a little bit more the object.